Welcome to Swoop Podcast, and here are your hosts, Dante Fantuzzi and Josh Sanchez.
Hey everybody, this is Josh Sanchez here on the Swoop Radio station. My brother Dante, he can't make it tonight because he got called in for a job interview, man. But he's my brother, and here we go. Let's get started. Again, this is a sports talk show, so for these next 2 hours, get ready to listen to some up-to-date sports. So we're going to start with some basketball. For those who watched the Cavaliers-Celtics game, we all know what happened. Gordon Hayward suffered a dislocated ankle and a broken tibia here, and that's just a devastating blow to the Boston Celtics, who signed him from the Utah Jazz, thinking that they're going to have their own form of the big three with Kyrie, Al Horford, and Gordon Hayward. But literally 5 minutes into his debut with the Boston Celtics, Gordon Hayward goes for an alley-oop, bumps into LeBron and Tristan Thompson, lands awkwardly, and you guys know the rest. It was just a devastating blow to a great player who was an all-star last season. He's only 27 years old, putting up over 20 points a game, and he was going to make a statement to this league. For those who do not know me, I've been a believer in the Boston Celtics since day one. I think that they were a top 4 seed in the East, maybe top 3 seed, but now with Gordon Hayward out, I just think right now the Boston Celtics right now, they lost to the Bucks last night because of Giannis Antetokounmpo dropping 37 points. But the Boston Celtics right now, they do not look like a top team in the East. They're young. They have Jaylen Brown. They have Jason Tatum. But again, with young players, they got to just grow and grow up. But again, devastating blow to the Celtics. The Cavaliers squeaked out that game by 3. They won 102-99 for those who do not know the score. But again, a devastating blow to Gordon Hayward. He was an amazing talent and ready to take his next steps to superstardom in the NBA. But again, for those, you can think about Gordon Hayward, check him out. He is, again, one-time All-Star, amazing player. But again, in my opinion, I just think it's a devastating blow for the Celtics. I think I from the beginning, I knew that the Cavaliers were going to make the NBA Finals. Pretty much everyone knew the Cavaliers were going to make the NBA Finals. But I thought the Celtics could at least make it a 6-game, 7-game series. But now, due to Gordon Hayward's injury, I just think the Cavaliers now just got an easy cakewalk to the finals. And LeBron will probably make his 8th consecutive finals appearance, which is a huge accomplishment for an all-time great. But this next segment, we're going to talk a little bit about basketball. Just started off with Gordon Hayward. Now we're going to do a little around the league action for the next couple minutes. We have the Houston Rockets later that game stun the Golden State Warriors. They won by 1 point, 118-117, or I'll double check the score. But Kevin Durant hit what we thought was the buzzer beater, but the ball was just in his hands as the game clock went away. And what a tough way to lose your season. They blow a 17-point lead. Draymond Green goes down with a knee sprain. He's out a couple weeks. But you already know, come April, May, the Warriors will most likely be in the NBA Finals. In my opinion, they showed explosiveness ever since they signed Nick Young, Swaggy P. He adds like a J.R. Smith effect to the Golden State Warriors. And in my opinion, I think they're a more scarier team now with Nick Young, because now you have that person coming off of the bench and can hit 4 or 5 3-pointers in a game when Steph, Clay, and Durant and Draymond are not on the floor, or when only one of those guys is on the floor. Now you have a great shooter that can come off the bench. The Golden State Warriors, in my opinion, got better in the offseason as well. Just like the Cleveland Cavaliers. They may have lost Kyrie Irving, but they also add Isaiah Thomas. He didn't play opening night. I hope he gets better soon. He is one of the most undervalued, most unappreciative players in this game. And for those who do not know Isaiah Thomas, just watch the Cavaliers this season and when he plays. He is a great talent, 5'8", 5'9". You know, the NBA always gives you 2 inches as well. That's what they always do with the heights. Just one of the best pound-for-pound guards in the game today. Big shout-out to Isaiah Thomas. And the Rockets are 2-0. They have Chris Paul, James Harden. It's just a shame that Carmelo Anthony went to the Thunder instead of the Rockets and what the Rockets could have been with Carmelo Anthony on the floor. But just watching that game, Chris Paul had a plus-minus of 0. James Harden looks like he's going to get the ball most of the time out of the two between Chris Paul and James Harden. But once the season progresses, I believe that Chris Paul is going to get the ball more and take the less pressure on James Harden. And I think James Harden will show up in the clutch more than he did last year, because we remember that Game 6 performance against the Spurs. Like, have you seen this man, James Harden? Like, he was just completely gone. I don't know what happened the game before. But now with Chris Paul, he has less pressure, but I just think they just don't have enough to beat the Golden State Warriors. They may have beaten them opening night, but as the season progresses, we'll see the Warriors regain their form and stuff like that. So next, I'm going to take a quick little break here. I'm going to do a little rookie wire next. So enjoy to the music, and you are listening to Swoop Radio with Josh and Dante.